In this work, we investigate the presence of cues of COVID-19 on sustained phonation of vowel E, deep breathing, and counting digits data of the DiCOVA Track 2 dataset using spectral features. 4 different kinds of spectral features, supervectors, formants, harmonics, and MFCCs are used. We train a weighted 2-class SVM classifier with each individual feature as input. Supervectors are the concatenation of the average first-order statistics for each of the 39 Timet phonemes. MFCCs are the average of the short-term MFCC features across all frames without any substral truncation. Percentile values and standard deviations of the percentiles of fundamental frequency and first 4 formant locations make up the formants features. Percentile values and standard deviations of percentiles of the first 30 harmonics locations make up the harmonics features. We report the individual SVM classifier results as well as different combinations of the results of these classifiers. Combinations are performed by averaging the scale probability score returned by each individual classifier. We evaluate the classifier performance using the area under the receiver operating curve metric. So on observing each feature classifier result, for counting digits data, we find that formants are the best performing feature, followed by harmonics and supervectors. For vowel E data, MFCCs are the best performing features, closely followed by harmonics and formants. On deep breathing data, we find that formants outperform MFCC features significantly. On analyzing different combination results, we find that on combining formants across all the different signals, we get NAUC of 0.752, which is a significant improvement over any individual result. Also noteworthy is the combination of formants plus MFCC supervectors across all the signals, which results in an AUC of 0.717, which matches the best individual result. So we have built a COVID-19 classifier system using spectral features as input to a weighted 2-class SVM. We observe that formant statistics when used as features are effectively able to detect COVID-19 with an AUC of 0.752. We also observe that there exists some complementary information between the 3 types of signals, since the result of combination of classifier outputs is higher than any individual classifier result. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepu. That's really interesting. Can you say something about how did you extract the formant frequencies, and what exactly does it mean to talk about the formant frequencies of a cough?
Okay, so we used an autoregressive model to extract the formant frequencies. So it was an 18th order autoregressive model, and we extracted the 9 peak locations, and from them we took the first 4 peaks, and in this we computed the range of the statistics of the peak locations, basically, like the 5th, 25th, 50th, 75th percentiles.
So in speech formant tracking, often we do some kind of dynamic programming to make sure that the formants don't change too quickly. But in this case, you weren't doing any kind of additional smoothing. You simply took the lowest 4 frequency peaks of the 19th order predictor. Neat, very, very interesting. Thank you.
Just one clarification, if I may add here.
Okay.
Yeah, Deepu, are you analyzing cough of formants of cough, or is formants of just speech and vowel?
Okay, no, we're not analyzing for cough. We're just working on the track 2 dataset. So it's speech, vowel, and breathing that is given to us.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. It's interesting that formants combined across those 3 different modalities actually performed better than the formants plus the MFCC supervector. Can you comment on that?
I think so there's one disadvantage with supervector features. We are computing posteriors from a pre-trained ASR. So the posterior, so this pre-trained ASR is the Aspire model, which is the American English. It's mostly American English. So we might have some accent problems that might have come up. So maybe the posteriors are not that great, and thus the supervector performance is not good, and thus it's pulling the entire thing down.
Thank you. There's a question from the audience. One of the Biao is asking, why did you choose the vowel E?
Okay, that was the part of the track 2 dataset challenge.
Okay, thanks. Are there other questions from the audience? All right, thank you very much. That's a really interesting set of ideas. But